to be with good people. That's just the facts.
Hey!
Shut up.
No, what the fuck?
Oh shit!
Excuse me. Yes.
Sorry.
Move it. Thanks for.
I was having a wholesome conversation with my family.
Wait, what happened?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Nice.
We weren't doing anything here.
Uh-huh.
We didn't have Zach replacing you.
Good bit, guys.
A good roommate, Zach.
Real funny.
We didn't replace you.
Real original.
Hey,
buddy.
No, we're not trying to. No, we're not trying to replace you, Mark.
Yeah, alright, we'll talk about it after the show. Listen up, you know what it is. It's fucking Mondo cool. Mondo.
Cool.
Gang.
Cool.
The dopest hip-hop podcast on Twitch.
Facts.
Cool.
You already fucking know.
Cool.
What?
I got my eyes on you.
Yeah, well, keep
Shit.
them on. Keep them in your head. How about that?
Cool.
Motherfuckers, it's December. Oh, Jesus. No spoilers.
Right? Alright, we'll get there.
No spoilers. It's December 14th. We're here, live on Twitch, Thursday, 9 p.m. Pacific time.
What year, though? I didn't get it.
2017.
What a bad
keep
year.
up.
What a
It's
bad
been
fucking
it's
year.
Been a rough one.
But hey, whatever. We got Mondo cool this year.
Yeah, we got
So that's
definitely.
good.
You're
We're out
welcome,
here doing
everyone.
that.
Welcome.
We're trying our dang best.
Live on Thursday, 9 p.m.
Pacific.
Pacific from Koreatown.
And of
Pacific
course,
to be
we have
specific.
the starting lineup here today. You have me, Mark Lane.
That's Mark Lane in the middle. If
Right
you
here
watch
in
the
the
video
middle.
feed, in the middle of your ears, if you're listening.
It's me, Mark.
It's-
And on the
it's
left, on the left side of your ear.
It's Enrique.
Ooh, nice. That's beautiful. And on the right?
It's Austin.
Yeah.
I really hope those sync up right. It's gonna be very embarrassing.
Mark,
Mark, can you edit
we'll try
it
to
to
do
make
some
sure?
editing magic.
Can you make some
Editing's
editing
good for
magic?
you.
We'll do some audio editing magic.
Audio engineer Mark Lane.
Holy hell. Well, let's get fucking started with this packed episode we got today. Starting off with our Hot or Not segment where we review the tracks of the week and we review them hot or not. So kicking things off, we have Brockhampton's single, Boogie, which is now a little less timely because the album is out, people. It
Came out officially like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah,
it's happening.
There's
so
nothing
after
we
this
can do,
episode,
guys.
bump that.
But we're going to review it on Monday. We're going to do just quick reviews over the stuff that came out today and tomorrow, I guess, and then just do our top of the year list. So that's going to be it. We're not even reviewing tracks or doing news. We're just going to do that and just end off the year of Mondo Cool like that.
Yeah.
Damn straight. It's going to be a lot of fun.
The
So
Mondo way.
next Monday, 9 o'clock.
The Mondo-sode.
Be there.
December, what, it was 17th?
Yeah.
16th?
7 days from today.
16th?
18th, I think.
17th?
21.
Yeah,
Gang.
you know, it's Monday.
Monday, be there.
If Mark
That's the point.
uploads this quick, it'll be right.
Boom. So yeah, let's get into this fucking first track, Brockhampton. If you're behind, this is one of the latest singles they've put out. Let's jam it real quick.
Brock.
Hampton.
Brock.
Hampton.
Why does it sound good on your speakers?
I fixed it.
You fixed it? What? This is weird.
They knew it was
What's on the rules for breakfast today? What's on the roads and for a minute to say? I need to let my hair down and walk like a real ass bitch. What's on the rules for breakfast today? What's on the road for a minute to say? I need to let my hair down and walk like a real ass bitch. Get up my whole life. I've been shot down, kicked down twice. Ain't no stopping me, so I can get all the things I like.
So, if you're just tuning into the podcast recently, I think we all like Brockhampton here.
a lot. So
And they're a boy band / collective from
mainly Texas, but a little
namely
bit
Texas,
all over.
they met on a Kanye West forum, and now they're making great music. And over the past 7 months, they've been releasing their Saturation trilogy. This is the third, and it's over. This is the end.
This is it.
Yep,
The end
this
of the
is it.
Saturation trilogy.
So yeah, it's Kevin Abstract, Amir Vaughn, Marilyn Wood,
Champion.
Matt Champion, and yeah, that's all the backstory you need. The albums you can get them on the internet.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. We fucking love this group. This song is really tight. Kevin Abstract tweeted recently that he wanted this album to be something we can all dance to, and he's definitely making do on that promise with this and some of the other tracks that we've heard so far.
We watched the video for Zipper. You can watch it on the Brockhampton app,
Gang.
which is a shitty app, but it's
Gang.
cool. It like crashes all the time and it barely works, but like when it works, you get to watch a cool little secret video.
Gang.
And they dropped 2 tonight, one for Zipper, and me and Mark just watched it and we liked it too.
Yeah.
So those are the first 2 tracks. So it starts off with like a very dancey, like fun vibe.
It's pretty fucking sick.
Which is actually a departure, I would say.
Yeah. This has definitely been like the most overtly like different, I guess, from their production style previously.
I guess the second one was just more like team focused, and then like the first one was like emo rock type, like longer things, more experimental, and the second one was more of like posse cuts.
Yeah, they're all kind of like posse rap cuts.
And then this one, I think, is posse dance bangers, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's fire. They're like genuinely having a wonderful time, and you can feel it in the music. Like they're really going ham, and it shows. Like this is just a really, really good song.
I think it's genius. I can't say it enough that the 3 albums within 7 months, like releasing a trilogy, people get excited then. And if it's good, like who the fuck cares? This is like what people want. Like people want an album every 3 months.
Right. People, especially
It's
now,
like,
people are like more shit.
If it's good, people want it.
It's like the technique that I like about SoundCloud, where you get music all year but full albums, which is so ambitious. And like the only person I know who did this shit was like Bones, but like significantly different things. And Gucci. But yeah, holy hell. Gucci, I feel like, was doing it in a generation where we weren't ready for it.
That's true.
And now with the internet...
Lil Wayne did a similar... Was it a lot?
Well, he put out a lot of mixtapes for a sec, and then he went to jail.
Yeah.
And then he put out bad albums.
It was tough.
But the mixtapes are good.
Yeah.
New one
I do
coming
love
soon.
Sorry for the Wait 1 and 2. I think those are fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Freestyle albums off the dome.
All right, so I guess we like
Yeah.
Brockhampton.
Good
We're
shit.
excited for the album. We'll review it Monday.
It'll make you boogie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
We might hate the
damn
album.
sure.
Who knows? We like the
Who
first
knows?
2 songs.
We don't know yet.
Listen to find out.
Well, damn, it'll make you boogie, and it might even make you jump. And speaking of jumping, Smoke Perp dropping another Lucy for us via World Star Hip Hop. So let's fucking hear that shit.
I don't like Park with fixed speakers. That's a comment.
I'm upgrading, baby. We're getting more and more technical every day.
We're gonna get cut out quicker.
Pockets down, jump, do all down, jump.
We gotta be careful. We have to just like...
Yeah, we gotta.
Yeah.
Pockets down, jump, do all down, jump. Pockets down, jump, do all down, Pockets down, jump. Pockets down, jump. Pockets down, jump, do all down. Pockets down, jump, do all down. Pockets down, jump. Cookie got me stuck. For that bitch one time and now she said that she in love. Give me face. In New York I caught a case, did the race. Got a warrant out of state. I don't want to squabble, got this mat here. Double with no one in the club, I thought I rap here.
Woo. Yeah, I'll fucking start it off. Fucking solid, easy, repetitive, catchy song. Like, just, another nice little Lucy that I'll probably bump a bunch. Hitting this with more basketball player references. We got D-Rose, and now we got Lil All Day. So him and
When's
Lil
the
Pump
Larry,
love
when's the
their
Larry
basketball players.
Bird song coming out?
Larry
Larry.
Bird. But yeah,
Fundamentals.
Word is the word. Hey.
I mean, it's just a catchy, fun track. I got no qualms with it. I think it's pretty solid.
Yeah, I mean, this is
The
directly
beat's sick, actually. I wanna
directly
point
out the Perp library. It's exactly what comes out the refrigerator of this guy.
But you didn't think it sounded a little more like Playboy than usual?
Somewhat, yeah, definitely. In the fact that it's like, I feel like it's a lot more simple than what he normally is doing.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So in a
too.
way, absolutely.
I thought it was,
like,
I
following
also
the
thought it
Playboy
was,
line.
at least based on the album, because I haven't
Right.
listened to the Lucy's. He just seemed to have like a more dark vibe to him, and this was more of like a fun kind of like Playboy Cardi-ish.
Right.
But I still enjoyed it. Like he still has more, for me at least, more depth to him than Playboy Cardi. So I think I may have enjoyed, just because I know who he is, this song a little more.
Gotcha.
Even though like surface level, if I didn't, I'd probably just be like, oh, it just sounds like Playboy Cardi, but a little more intelligible.
Right.
It's fun. But I also want to give a quick shout out. I was listening to this and I heard the song Geek a lot for the first time, and that shit's fucking fire.
That shit's really
That's
fire.
like a really good Smoke Perp song.
So it's like better than this one.
better than this one.
Yeah, that one came
way
out
better. But
that
I just
one,
didn't even know.
I
missed
think what
it.
happened was it was one of the I heard about it after the podcast because it was like an in between. It came out November 21st.
Yeah, it's really fucking good.
And I missed
It's
it.
like, yeah,
But it is really good.
But either way, he's putting out a lot of good Lucy's, and I'm excited about that style of putting shit out. I really fuck with putting out a nice song a month. I would rather a nice song a month from an artist than 12 songs a year in one package.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy this and the way it's being presented to me.
Fuck yeah. Well, shout outs to Perp, and let's keep it trucking with N.E.R.D, who also just dropped their project. But here's another one of their singles called "Don't Do It" with Kendrick Lamar. Don't do it. But I'm gonna do it.
Don't
Do it.
don't
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
maybe when we talk over it, there's less of a chance.
Yeah, we get on you, man.
I'm just scared we're gonna get cut.
We're doing it for the culture.
We're doing it for the culture.
Fuck getting cut. It's fine.
Fuck a cut.
Cut me off.
How's Audacity looking? Audacity's
was this
growing
the
great.
bar?
We're good.
We good. Worst case scenario, you just download it and put the audio back on.
Oh yeah, you could just
Fuck 'em.
you could just do that.
Don't do it. 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 Don't do it.
Where's our boy at? Where's he at?
Hey, just stop it. You listen to the song if you want to hear Kendrick.
You wanna get caught with your eyes open. You wanna stay clear of the prognosis. Provoke them, watch the motion. Watch them close enough to let the host up. Bake erosion. Roller coaster ride, yeah, bitch. Sooner or later, sides gon' switch. You know Johnny got that itch.
So yeah.
That's the Kendrick Lamar fast flow.
The classic, the
That's the one he
staple.
uses on DNA.
You wanna
I
start
want
this?
the ghetto falsetto to come back. I love that shit.
That wouldn't work.
That's what he calls it,
That
right?
would, yeah,
Wow.
he calls it. You didn't
That's
know
his
it's called the ghetto
title.
falsetto.
The
That's
ghetto
so
falsetto.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Amazing.
That voice wouldn't work on this song.
I don't know. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
It would have been.
I think if he gets a trap song, they're so spacey that he can just fucking do weird shit.
That's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, this song is fun. It's just like a fun little. Well, it's a fun sounding.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
lyrically not fun.
Yeah.
Serious,
Very serious.
So it's like one of those deceptively fun songs.
Right.
So if you like not listening to it, you'd be like, oh, it's just like a fun little like dancey song. But then it's about police brutality.
And it's very real.
Very real, like very like the whole even the chorus is just like naming different things.
Right.
But I gotta say, this is the most fun police brutality song I've ever heard.
That's for damn
it's
sure.
like-
It gets you moving.
Yeah, it gets its point across while I'm dancing, and that's the type of music we need.
Yeah, shit's goofy. It's fun. It makes you move around. I'm excited to hear what this album sounds like because like
And it
everything
also
that's
makes
come
you
out,
think.
everything that's come out has been really wildin'. Like every song, the Rihanna one, the other one that I like more, I listen to it. But yeah, that shit's crazy.
Oh, the Rihanna one?
There's the Rihanna one, and there's the other one that came out where we were
The
all like,
future
"The
one is
fuck is
future
this?"
music.
Right.
But the more I'm listening to it, I'm like,
Did you listen to that one more?
I've heard it like since the podcast. Like
I'm glad you like the
once, and
Rihanna
I'm like,
one.
okay.
The Rihanna one's great.
Yeah, I feel like N.E.R.D is pushing it in a way that it's like enjoyable. I think it takes a second. It's like almost an acquired taste in a way, but it is very N.E.R.D. It is exactly who they are, but it's like wild to hear this in this era of rap.
Yeah.
It's refreshing and fun.
It's definitely like they're playing with. I think that's what they've always kind of done. If you look at their past
Right.
albums, they're definitely like genre bending and defying. So they definitely pave like they they drum to their own beat to their own drum.
Yeah.
Yes, they beat their drums.
Yeah, beat the drum a little bit.
They beat some drums.
Yeah. But no, after hearing this, I definitely fucked with it. I thought it was pretty dope. I just don't know. Yeah, like I don't know where I'm gonna land on this album yet. Because we've heard so many varying degrees of good songs from the singles, but we listened to a little bit of it in the car. I think it's going to be interesting for sure. He said it's going to be their most politically charged album.
Yeah.
And we definitely got that vibe from this single. I don't know what else I've heard.
But not
from-
necessarily like just like a downer and like fucking backpack.
Right.
Like it's very interestingly laced with. Like, this song, like, literally every lyric is politically charged.
100%.
But it's just, like, the vibe to it is just not what you're used to. So it's a very interesting juxtaposition. Like, I don't know if it's... I think maybe sometimes... It's weird, because like, it feels like some people might find that as insensitive a little bit. But, like...
I think it's possible.
But it's... But I think it's just trying to do something different. And it's not like he's making statements that are right.
Right.
Like, it's... So, I don't know.
I think it's
Where do you
fair.
fall in the politics of this song?
I think politics are sweet, and we should all talk about them at family dinners.
You should play this song at a family dinner.
Yeah.
I
Jesus
swear
Christ.
you could if it was like if you had a super Republican family and you played this song like they wouldn't even notice.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. I mean, it's like Hey Ya. You know, no one realizes that that's
this
a
is the
very
Hey Ya
fun song.
police brutality.
Yeah. But shout out to Lucky. We are 100% going to
Yo,
get to that.
can I just give a
album.
quick shout out to the entire Blazer squad? We got a bunch of the Blazer squad in the chat, and I just want to
Hey.
say I'm repping for today. I got the Blazer on. Shout out to the Blazer
He's
squad.
looking good.
That's all.
But
Next.
let's get it. Let's go on to the next track here. Well, we got Slug Christ, so he wants to know what you got. He wants to know what you got.
That's gonna wake me up a little. I'm
Let's
gonna stand
get it.
up.
Let's-
I love
let's-
Slug Christ.
Let's bump this real quick.
Oh, Slug.
Shout outs Awful Records.
Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Watch out!
Wow, ayy. 30 band flip for free. When I type up, I'll rock codeine. Hold up. It's a trap on me. If it ain't check there, then I'ma leave. Pull out lonely. Leaving early for a house with me. Yeah. What you got for me? Tell me what you got for me. What you got for me? Tell me what you got for me.
What you got? What you got?
What you got for me?
Tell me what you got for me. What you got for me?
Hey, man, flip for free. Gonna type up, I'll rock codeine. What you got for me? Tell me what you got for me. Man, I can see you now. I can't relate.
Oh, kind of.
Slug. Hey, man.
Yeah, leave this off, Austin. This is your boy.
No mistake, this came out in December because Slug Christ, his birthday's coming up, and this is just a present for everybody. Ooh. It's a good song. We say, what you got, Slug? And he says a hit, and he gave it back to us. It's a good song.
God damn.
Ski ski.
Gang, yeah. I mean, that's Slug Christ, one of the many members of Awful Records, doing big things. This is the first single off an upcoming album, so get ready for that shit. But yeah, I think this sounds really good. I've always been waiting for like the rise of Slug Christ because he is good and he's been just quietly making bangers.
And then the fall.
No, I want big things for Slug Christ, and I'm glad that he's finally putting shit out and finally got an album coming on the way. Good shit's gonna happen.
Man.
Can't wait for a big, nice little tour. I just want the glow up for this boy.
Man. If
Really?
you don't
It's a
fuck
good
with
one.
this, you're probably in the year 2K16 or 2K17, and Slug Christ is in the goddamn future after the sun has exploded. So catch up, fuck boys.
Ooh,
What do you think?
With the metal tag, I like that it's the metal
fucking
tag.
hated this.
That's
song.
good. I
No,
get it.
didn't.
I get it.
I didn't hate it.
Sweet.
I thought it was really interesting because at first, like, I just forgot about this dude. Austin showed us before.
Sweet.
Like, at first I was like, "Oh, this guy's voice is really annoying," but then after a period of time, I was like, I hated it to the point that it kind of became like charming,
Yeah,
and then I just kind of started enjoying it.
because it's a wacky style. Like it's definitely
It
something you
became
gotta
like
like.
it seemed,
It's so wild.
It seemed like almost like borderline parody.
Yeah,
Like goofy, but then like kind of fun at the same time. And I think that's like a really interesting mix.
Right.
And so it's just like funny to listen to. And then it just became kind of enjoyable.
I mean he
So, like,
owns it. He
I think-
owns the goofiness.
I think it was like a roller coaster of like feelings, because initially it was just like, ugh. And then it was like, and then somehow I was like, so that's my review.
That is a quite the roller coaster.
Yeah.
We'll see how sold you are when the album drops. It's
Yeah, I
called
don't
Judas, Betrayal, and the 3-Day Burial of a Salted Sleep.
I definitely like enjoy it now though. Like
Yeah.
if you like when you play, I was like, oh, I do like this song now. But like initially, I felt like there was like, I think this is definitely an acquired taste as well.
Right.
Like
Oh,
you
for
listen-
sure.
I think you just kind of like understand what you're going into.
Yeah.
Because
Once
I
you
just
know.
I just forgot. Like I just sorry, I was like, oh yeah, this dude. I don't remember.
Yeah. Not.
Even for Awful Records, he's a little weird.
Yeah, he's always been, I feel like, the most out there, and I feel like a lot of people, unfortunately, legitimately are going to catch up. I think he described it really perfectly on Hoke, which is a classic, is what I just took that
Okay,
entire
okay.
quote from. It's the beginning of his song, saying, like, if you don't get this, you're probably
Okay,
from your 2K.
okay.
But yeah, it's similar.
Beggars
Kanye was
can't be
very
choosers.
inspired by Slug. Everybody knows Kanye loves Slug. But yeah, dude, I feel like Slug is gonna be one of those people that in 5 years we're gonna go, yeah. Or the people who get it now are like already pumped. But I think he's an acquired taste.
So he's gonna be like a little.
And as hip hop goes more towards what he's doing, I think a lot of people are gonna like figure it out.
You think it's like
because I think he was doing like a lot of what SoundCloud sounds like a long time ago.
You feel like Lil Uzi Vert kind of like initially, and then kind of transferred to like
in the way
mainstream?
that people didn't understand the Uzi sound, and then it became the sound. I don't think he'll ever become the sound, but I think people will catch up.
What's a person who's similar to that?
Dude, Slug Christ is legitimately out in his own planet. Like he is like he is very. I think a lot of people, many people. I can't name off the top of my head at the very second, but it's a lot of like insanely simple rap. I think like what he's doing with Hokey back in the day is what Lil Pump's doing with Gucci Gang now.
Okay.
And like I think it's a very different style, but in the way that I remember playing Hokey for people 2 years ago, and everyone's like, he's saying the same word over and over, and I'm like, yeah, you now like Lil Pump. Yeah. So like you will catch up. Fuck boys.
And on that fucking no, let's get cracking to the next one.
I love that shit, man. It's so goofy as fuck, and I understand why people hate it, and that's fine.
It's not. Next we got Lil Skies, who's blowing up off of Red Roses.
Shout out Cole Bennett.
And Cole Bennett's birthing a lot of careers.
Handing out careers.
And this is the latest who's gotten a nice little career.
Hey, get in my way and try to block me, I'ma show aggression. Slide on your block like Danny Glover with a lethal weapon. I fucked your thought, she gave me top, I guess that's my confession. Got no regrets, I made mistakes, but I learned from my lessons. Trapping by the stove, villains pull up to the coupe. My car ain't got no roof, thought this shit was bulletproof. I can't feel my face, smoking on Gorilla Glue. Zooming in the coupe, that's the shit I like to do. These is yellow diamonds shining like I'm Pikachu. I'm a boss, nigga, get that bag and make the moves. No, I don't like to lose, so I'll be going in. Yeah, I'm tryna cop a Benz. Yeah, pull up and drop like 10. Yeah, you tryna chase the life. Well, I'm tryna chase the bands. Yeah, she wanna fuck with friends. Yeah, I got them in the trends. Yeah. Hey, but now they tell me I switched up. Take this backwood to the face, then grab my cup. Shawty say she coming through.
So yeah, that's the latest track from Lil Skies. And basically, I thought it was pretty solid, actually. I got his attention via Red Roses, and this kind of came out, and I was like, all right, let's see what this is like. And it kind of solidified it for me. I was like, all right, this guy's interesting. I'm definitely curious to see what he does next. He's definitely got my attention now, and I want to see what else he puts out. But I thought this was pretty catchy and pretty nice. It reminded me a lot of YBN N.E.R.'s flow on Rubbing Off the Paint. And I just thought it was good and catchy. I like the beat a lot. Interested to see what this guy does. The young Lil Skies. What about you?
Yeah, I like Lil Skies. I think he's got a really nice head on his shoulders. I watched his Genius Break It Down video on Facebook that's heavily advertised at me. And this guy's got a good head on his shoulders. Like, he seems like a really good dude. Yeah. He's like, I don't do drugs because they're scary. And I'm like, wow, what rapper would say that? Like, most rappers are like, yeah, I'll do it. Yeah. And if they don't, they'll just be like, I don't do anything. But he's like, I don't do them because I'm scared. And I'm like, I like that. Like, I really appreciate that honesty. And I think he's going to break down some emotional barriers in a way that needs to exist on SoundCloud. But, I mean, it's all, the foundation has been laid for him. I think he's just going to follow within the footsteps of the people before him to create nice things that exist.
Yeah. Because, he's not breaking new ground by any means.
No, but I think he's going to follow the footsteps of people who did.
Yeah. How do you feel about the song, though?
I think it's good. I'm cool with it. I like it.
I liked it too.
Yeah,
it's a catchy. I don't know what type of. There's like a mini subgenre of music like this. I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like. I don't know how to like lackadaisical. Like I don't know. It's like
like the bubble. Yeah, the bubblegum trap. If you will.
I guess it's mostly. I guess it's upbeat. Like. I guess I guess anything that's upbeat trap is bubblegum trapping, right?
Yeah.
So I guess it more falls because I kind of like Maxo Cream kind of falls with this too. And I really do enjoy it. I think it's very much like the best type of chill background music.
Right. Because it gets you. You're in a good mood. You're upbeat. You're ready to go. And it's nice.
It's like playful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like play with me. That's
yeah.
what it sounds like.
Well, speaking of being played with, Lil House Phone.
Trapping out the house phone, baby.
Dropping a video for one of his hit singles on his last project. Let's hear this shit.
Good dude.
No Jumper Zone. Yeah, we'll get into that for a second. All my real otaku know. Shout outs to this sample. Gang gang.
Okay, I'm drugged out in your function with my gun out. She see I'm up now, all these bitches wanna fuck now.
Tokyo. Drift.
Fast.
Flexing, but I'm up
and
now.
furious.
Bracelet got more chains than a slave ship. They say I'm brainless out in public with my stainless. I'm smoking dope, I'm taking off just like a spaceship. I'm smoking dope, I'm taking off
Shout out
just
to
like a
Rogue Gang.
spaceship. Hey, why they hating? Why these pussy niggas hating? Why they hate? Hey, this that gay shit, nigga. Tell me what you claiming. These bitches basic, all these bitches they so basic.
So, Austin, you want to talk about
I
your
love
relationship with House Phone?
House Phone's wild just because I have like a personal history with the boy.
That's right.
So you're biased.
Yeah, man. I'm very biased, and I will gladly admit my bias here because I know the boy. He's a really nice dude. So like I just met him through TSVFOG and whatnot, and he'd come over to my house quite often. And it's really funny. This guy legitimately don't have a bank account. Everything PayPal. Not even a joke. This guy is full cash, full PayPal, no bank account. No, like you go to the taco truck, he's like, "You got cash? I'll PayPal you." And I'm like, "Yeah." And he PayPals you. This guy's legitimately like trapping off the house phone. He doesn't believe in the whole banking thing. He's a wild dude. I have so much love for him. He's always at the No Jumper events. He's on No Jumper fucking everything. And like he's a legitimate Grand Theft Auto non-playable character in real life. Like this dude's just screaming shit in public and it's amazing. I have a lot of respect for House Phone. He slept on that couch right there once and I accidentally kicked him in the head when I was sleeping too and he didn't even notice. But damn,
Lovely
good
dude.
fucking dude. Good fucking dude. And I like the song. And I like the song because you want me to talk about the song too?
Yeah.
I like the song.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm a sucker for the fact that he used the Tokyo Ghoul opening for his fucking sample here.
So you're biased.
So I'm definitely biased. I heard the beat alone, and I was like, you're gonna have to like really try to make me not like this.
He's wild.
And he came through. I mean, he did what he needed to do. I fucking like it. I think it's a pretty solid song. Shout outs to House Phone. I don't know where he's gonna go from here. I don't know when the rise of House Phone will happen, but I think this was a solid song, and
Yeah.
I think he's doing good shit right now.
Absolute shout out to House Phone,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, real solid.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say.
Yeah.
It's just like if you need background music or like party music, it's like perfect.
Yeah, like this. Bump this at the house party. I'm sure it'll do well.
People who don't know this song will dance to it. Like,
Yeah.
it's good. It's real good.
It's good.
And I'm proud of him. I'm proud of the boy.
It's not like deep or anything. No.
Right.
It's like it's just like a fun time.
Yeah.
Tokyo and your boys.
Yep.
Yeah. We went to Del Taco once.
Tokyo
Wow.
Guns.
Legendary.
Just remember that.
Do you like Del Taco?
He loved Del Taco. It was great.
Damn. Did,
Yeah.
did you say it was tight?
He said it was definitely tight. It was definitely tight.
Tight?
Super tight. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, speaking of tight, Mattox dropping off a newest single, the follow-up to the hit,
Yeah.
Overwhelming.
I think he's had a lot of follow-ups.
Overwhelming was like mid, and then
I think he's had.
I feel like this is just another one of the Lucy's to come after Overwhelming.
Yeah.
But this is, it's good.
But there have been a couple Lucy's after
Yeah.
Overwhelming.
damn. Well, here's his latest track.
Yeah.
Called Yeah.
Yeah.
The 12-year-old rapper, 13-year-old rapper.
Looking like an anime character.
It's like a coconut
I
head.
thought I said coconut head.
Coconut
before.
head, yeah. Blonde coconut head.
He's anime coconut head.
anime coconut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Carly's saying it. You can't even go where I go, and that's true.
Damn.
Man, quickly, Carly in the chat saying it's all good and everything, but it don't make up for how bad the font is, and that's the one thing I can really pick at in this video. I hate that superhero comic ass font. Bad.
It's tough.
Dumb.
But yeah, my boy is certainly having a lot of fun in this video and in this song. Nice, playful, upbeat track.
The 13-year-old prodigy.
Yeah, I mean the 13-year-old's doing his fucking thing.
Prodigy.
I can't even, I can't even hate on him. He's doing his thing. You know what I mean? It's Mattox. You know what it is.
Man, quote unquote from Mattox. If you hate Mattox, why are you hating a kid when you could just get a job? That's what he did.
It's true.
Quote unquote, he said that, and it's true.
I think Mattox, it definitely, it's like novel. It is a novelty, right? The fact that he's 13 and doing it.
Yeah.
And I would actually say I thought like overwhelming. I think I would more likely like listen to again than this one. So I guess that's like a criticism.
Right.
And not criticism for being like, I don't know, just like a novelty act or anything. I'm trying to base this off as a musician, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would say that this I think is a weaker single.
Yeah.
I think that's definitely.
I'm trying to give him a fair shake.
No, for sure.
Because I don't think he does.
Right.
Yeah.
Because he's ridiculous.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of the Mattox boy. I'll rep him to death. I think he's really moving, and I think the gimmick of being a young person is very exciting and fun, and definitely gives him a massive leg up. But like we've had a lot of young rappers before with Duop Kane and even Danielle
Bergoli, Bad Baby.
Yeah,
Like
Ravioli.
she's really young too.
Bad Baby.
But she's not even doing as well as Mattox. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. They're both signed.
They're
both signed.
She's doing really well.
I guess so. Yeah, I just think like I don't know. I don't know. Who do you think people take more seriously within like the underground hip hop scene, Mattox or Danielle?
Oh well, underground 100% Mattox.
That's what I think.
But like in terms of popularity,
yeah,
I
overall
feel like
general popularity, people know
Bad
Catch Me
Baby,
Outside Girl.
yeah. So it's just, I mean, it is what it is. Who's more for the culture? I guess I don't know.
That's so funny. Like that's such an interesting. You go underground. It's like, who do you fuck with, Bad Baby or Mattox?
Yeah,
like
who would win in a
This
fight?
is where we're at right now. This is what 2017 is doing to us.
It's fun.
We gotta decide.
Whose side are you
Which
on?
side am I gonna die on?
In the Cold War
In
of
the war.
13-year-old children. Yeah, it's yeah. You know?
Man, really quick,
It's-
just a thing to think about that I was thinking about like years ago. I'm really excited to see how many young people come out and have insane talents because they have the technology to try things at an earlier age. Just because, like, think about yourself being a 6-year-old and handed GarageBand or Fruity Loops or something.
Killing it.
Yeah, you didn't. You couldn't. Like, you couldn't do it.
No,
like,
I killed it.
Yeah, you did. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's definitely gonna be crazy to see now that kids have access to technology and access to crazier shit. Like, how young will they start being hyped?
I think we're gonna have a lot younger of like people that are legitimately talented and not just put on by a label because they actually have access to the tools so they can create at a younger age. By the time he's 12,
sure.
this guy has, I mean, saying he started at 6, he has 6 years experience, which is much more than like a lot of these kids who are 18 have.
Give me another Michael Jackson.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. It's not led by a parent or an industry level person. It's someone legitimately finding their own talents through the tools that they're presented with.
Well, Michael Jackson did that.
No, he's led by
I don't know if you know about his dad or not.
Yeah, he's led by his parents.
He told his dad what he wanted.
Mattox, the difference is, think about like Michael
nice
Jackson's dad
man.
and then Mattox's mom. Completely different people.
Yeah.
Mattox's mom had no idea what the fuck was happening until he was already big.
That's
Right.
true.
Which is wild.
And Michael Jackson's dad forced him to be big.
Yeah, but who do you like more?
Maddox.
You like Mattox more than Michael
Yes.
Jackson? You going on record
That's
on that?
tough.
Let's go.
Well, we're gonna move on from that one there.
No, I'm just
Can it be a great soundbite?
take it. I don't give a fuck.
No,
Clip
can you
that.
say it?
Clip that.
Yeah, Maddox over Michael Jackson any day. Gang.
Damn, clip it. There's your shit right there. But let's move on to our last track of Hot or Not here. Coming from an Enrique find here from the boy JPEG Mafia. What a fucking name. But he's one of his later tracks called Baby I'm Bleeding. Let's get it.
Some industrial. Baby,
This shit's fucking crazy. This is like, to me, I'll say it after.
Oh, it's a long beginning.
Yeah, but I don't think we're gonna get muted.
It's
for
worth
JPEG.
it. It's
What
worth
if we
it.
get muted for this song?
I'll give up.
That'd be so funny for this 8,000 views.
Hell of a fucking intro.
This is so fucking good live. I would lose my shit. it.
Killing a person with this song.
Throwing hooks.
Peggy, where you been at? Getting all this promo. When it comes to money, bet these niggas is a no-show. I've been out in Bed-Stuy, chilling with my feet up, laughing at these SoundCloud niggas try beat us. When I say us bet, I don't mean no fucking crew. Peggy been a solo access, Looney Tunes and Goofy Truth. Catch me out in Barksdale, counting fettuccine, while you pussy crackers still try past PT. Or I'm up in Brownsville, strapped with a Kimber. All you yuppie persons get swiped like Tinder. Now I'm at the White House, looking for your president. Out the van, pointing guns at your residence.
So yeah, that is fucking JPEG Mafia. Holy hell.
It's a good.
Yeah, I fucking loved this as soon as you showed it to me. I was like, whoa, this is...
Man.
I loved it. Because I feel like, what was it, like 2015? When did Rat King come out?
Oh, Rat King?
Yeah.
Like 2015.
Yeah, like 2015, we were starting to get this really interesting dive into like industrial hip hop.
Yeah.
And like, you know, obviously Death Grips is happening. Kanye's doing Yeezus and
Yeah.
shit. So we're getting this interesting sound that I thought was dope for hip hop. And I thought it was very hype and it was really like, I don't know, aggressive and cool. And it was really dope. And then I don't know what happened, but like, Rat King stopped being Rat King. Wiki started going to more like chill, sample-based hip-hop, and we started to lose this sound, and now I'm like glad that there are people still doing it, because I feel like all we have right now is like clipping. Like there's like no one really like doing like this cool experimental hip-hop right now. And so I'm like, shout outs to this guy to like keep that going.
That is exactly what I wanted to say as soon as the video started. This is
damn.
clipping if I really fucked with clipping.
Yeah.
Because clipping is really respectable in that they're actually like making these insanely creative beats. But I was never able to like fuck with the sound or make it. It never did anything for me. And I had a lot of respect for like the way they were sampling wild shit. But this blew my mind. Katie in the chat saying it's like when you're in the club and the DJ won't drop the beat. But I feel like that delay is what makes it so good. And she's right. Like it's so fucking crazy.
It has like quite the build up, and it's very worth it.
And the sample is so beyond out there. You're like, how is this gonna be a beat? And by the time it is a beat, you're like, oh, damn.
Yeah, I felt like it was, it was exciting just to see somebody carrying the torch of this.
It's shocking.
This is definitely more interesting than some of the other tracks I checked out that he previously made. Although there was the one that was called I Might Vote for Donald Trump, which is actually like a pretty fun, interesting track.
It's pretty wild. It's not what you think.
It's not what you think it is, but that is a track he put out that I was like, I was going through them, and that and this were my favorites.
Yeah.
Shit's just crazy.
And so I think he's developing his stuff and really figuring something out. So I'd be excited to see where he goes. He has a great name.
JPEG Mafia.
He has some great little lines in here.
Yeah.
Like, promise I'll never go blonde like Kanye. Mm-hmm. It's like such a great little line. There's so many.
Also, the fact this has 8,000 views, I'm so excited to see where this goes.
Yeah.
It's like, this is so early and so little views for such an incredibly out there, interesting piece of work.
Right.
And this also sounds a little bit like, it also happened too with fucking Young Fathers kind of sounded like this initially.
That's true.
But then they kind of just shifted over to pop music.
I guess people aren't ready for it, and it's just not proving to be like a good building your like acclaim with.
It's not.
So people
I guess like clipping doesn't even
it.
sound like this anymore either.
Yeah. They've gone in a different direction.
Clipping when space noises.
Space Jam. Space Jam's only.
The Space Jam album.
So I don't know why people can't commit to it, because it sounds fucking sick.
It sounds cool.
We'll see what happens.
It sounds death grippy too, I guess.
Yeah,
Death
grippy.
But Death Grips is gone. We live in an age of Death Grips is kind of over. So.
True.
Yeah.
So, is what it is. But let's move on from our hot or not to the hip hop headlines of the week. Starting us off, we got Ski Mask The Slump God, still on Mixtape Alert. He's now given us an official title. It's called Beware the Book of Eli, and we have a mixtape track list.
Very rare.
We got about 9 tracks. We got
Ronnie
Rich the
J
Kid, Busta Rhymes, Lil Yachty, Roddy J, rapper.
Ronnie fucking J, baby.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
Willy Wonka.
We got Offset. We got some production by Timbaland, Diplo, ? And Manny Fresh.
That's definitely.
Oh, it is, but I was like, what's that going to sound like?
Damn.
It's going to be like beep boop.
Can we get a little bit more of that? What's it going to be like?
It's like beep boop, beep boop, beep boop.
Damn, I can't wait for that.
That's what Ski Mask is.
It's pretty close.
So I don't know. He said a couple days. He said it's going to be dropping in a couple days, but that was a couple days ago. But now we have a track list.
Please.
So soon, I don't know,
Put it
maybe
out.
next week. Something?
Yeah, I actually liked his last album. It's
God.
really interesting. I want to see what this is.
Yeah.
I love Slump God, and I can't wait for him to take over the game as
Although-
far as SoundCloud sound.
Although it was a little like the fact that so many like mainstream-ish producers are on it is a little like okay, because I think my main critique of his last album, of the last mixtape, was just like he sounds great over it, but I just kind of wanted him to be on more out there beats.
Mm-hmm.
Or,
Well, I
like,
think
just
we'll
weirder.
get that with Timbaland, and Zan Franklin's pretty solid. I mean, I don't know what the Diplo Diablo is going to be like, and I don't know what Manny Fresh is going to be like. I haven't thought of Manny Fresh since 2006, so
I mean, we gotta see.
I don't know. I mean, hey.
Yeah,
I
it
think
might be.
I think if anyone can make it work, it's Ski Mask.
I mean, yeah, he's a
who's
dude who
proven to
can
be
rap,
very
he can
versatile.
rap on anything.
Yeah, so
Both a gift and a curse, because then he doesn't have like
that's true.
a thing
But
other than him.
Yeah, he is the
Right,
thing.
he is
I
the
think
thing.
he's the thing that fills any space he exists within.
Yeah.
and I think that's very smart and doable. I think you don't necessarily like if you have such a personality that shines through like he does, you don't have to worry about necessarily like a sound. It's almost impressive of just like how you can be yourself over anything.
And I
So
feel
I
like
think it can work. It's obviously tougher, but I think he can make it work.
Yeah, I think it's just like sorry.
No, it's
go
all good.
ahead. It's like I think it's just like a managing thing.
Right.
Like you like having like a kind of like falling within the same space, but not like I don't know. It's like if you had like a fucking like G-funk
Right,
song
right.
or something, it'd be like weird.
That's true.
yeah, I just think he's specifically interesting because I think his ad libs are so heavily a part of his sound, and I think a lot of these beats, regardless of what they sound like originally, when he puts whatever the fuck he says in the background on it, the beats like definitely change. If you listen to Slump God, like most of his beats will have a part where the beat will just completely stop, and you don't even doesn't even feel like the beat stopped because he's still in the background doing like some wild shit. I would love to hear an a cappella song from this boy.
Yeah.
With like the way that like can you imagine like a hip hop song where the way that they drop a beat, they just give you the beat where the beat would drop on like like the reverse of that, where it's like a cappella most of it, and then every once in a while you just get a little bit of a beat and then it drops back out. Slump God, please do that. You don't have to, but I want to hear an experimental a cappella / a little bit of beat song, and I feel like if anyone can pull it off, it's him. Hell yeah! Shout out to the team. Thanks for the follow. Fuck yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Keep it going.
Hell yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, good shit. I'm pumped on Slump God, and let's go, Ski Mask.
Let's eat it.
What else we got?
Moving on, we got.
This is just you, Mark.
Have you seen this?
That's right. We got a nice little plug for the Mondo Cool Instagram. You're damn
Oh,
right.
damn, you should.
If you want to be following up on the latest hip hop news and music, follow us over at Mondo Cool on our Instagram. That's Mondo Cool with K. But anyway, continuing the project alerts, Gucci Mane has officially announced that his latest album is dropping on December 22nd. That's El Gato, the Human Glacier.
Kitty Cat?
And it is without a feature.
Oh, good.
So
Do it.
Gucci Mane's going to be trying to do the platinum and no features. I don't know if it's possible. You think it's possible, anyone here?
No.
Yeah.
No.
But, I mean, I'm hoping it's going to be good. Because, like I said, I think he put a lot of effort and a lot of just, like, content in his last album, where I just thought he really had a lot. Gucci Mane had a lot to say about his life and where he's at this point. So I'm just like, he put it all on the track, so to speak. So I'm like, what else does he have to talk about that'll last, an album length? But, he wants to keep putting out music frequently. That's what Gucci Mane does. So hopefully there's at least a couple of tracks that I bump in the whip. But we'll see.
Did we still removing the news? It just happened.
What?
Oh, yeah, we talked about moving into the news.
Okay, I'm
Going to the
missing it.
hip hop
We're
headlines of the week.
speeding along.
We're moving and grooving. Man, but yeah, shout out Gucci. Nice and cold. I like the album cover a lot. Burr.
The album cover is
Fire.
next level.
It makes it hard to take this seriously.
It does. Especially because it's El Gato, the human glacier. Why is he the cat, the human glacier?
Yeah, it's some crazy shit.
Yeah, I don't
Good
know.
luck to him. Absolutely good luck to him, man. I'm in your corner, buddy. But
I
good luck to
support
him.
Gucci forever.
I can't wait to see
This
it.
one is-
All right.
Can't wait to see what it is. What else?
Hop on the next thing.
Next.
Next.
Next, next.
Next. Next.
Next we got. Oh, Ugly God drama. This is straight out the presses. Ugly God really out here riding for XXX Tentacion. Man has really devoted himself as a friend to him. But basically, I'll just read the Instagram post for now. He said, quote, "Made the biggest mistake I've ever made, I guess you messed that up, and logged into Instagram like a dumbass. All I see is myself getting hate for trying to support X. Hate threats, all that. I was gonna pull up Dolo like always. No security like always, but that shit unsafe, so fuck it. Sorry for trying to support a brother who is fighting for his life. Here's my ticket to prove I wasn't bluffing, but I just walked out the airport. Thanks to my supporters who fuck with me, but fuck you other niggas who just hate. I'm wishing for the best outcome for X. So basically, obviously XXX's court case is coming up pretty soon. I think it starts like tomorrow. And Ugly God was going to go to the courthouse to, I guess, support him. But I guess as he put that on the Instagram, people were like, if you do this, like, you're canceled. Yeah, like, fuck you, all this shit. So he backed out due to fan outrage. And this is what he posted.
That's crazy shit, man.
Yeah.
The fact that he walked out says something.
I mean, at the same time, you gotta respect like him initially doing it.
Right.
I think like how loyal he is despite like the amount of hate towards XX.
Right.
It's like he's a real friend. Like he's there. He's gonna support him. Like,
Right.
It's just even though like X is not a good dude. He's. I mean, like there is like an honor and like loyalty like that. Like,
redeeming quality
yeah,
too.
They're very good
the action.
quality. Yeah, just like, hey man, you're a bad person, you're doing fucked up things, but you need somebody to be here, and I'll be here. That's like a really nice sentiment.
Yeah.
That got completely fucked over.
Yeah.
And I don't think anybody else is going to see him. So.
Well, I mean, I think the point he's making here is he is gonna go see him, but now he wants to go with security because obviously people are making like physical threats too.
Yeah.
So I think he's probably just changing his flight up, and he's probably still gonna go. But
yeah.
I don't know. I was just kind of like conflicted of like where do you stand on terms of like should he be in this big of support? And I think you made a good point where it's like I think it says a lot about Ugly God that he's willing to be this loyal to a person. Because I think it is, like, tough, right? I mean, you read the deposition from the prosecution side, and you're like, this does not look good. You don't seem like a good person. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, it must be weird for someone who's like, talking to X face-to-face, and he's just swearing up and down that he's a good guy and, like, would never do this shit. So, I mean, I guess I can't blame Ugly God for riding for his homie who says he didn't do any of this shit, and... But it's wild.
It didn't seem like he took really a stance. He was just gonna be there, right?
Yeah, I mean, well, he definitely was trying to support X. He's definitely
Is he going back?
So
support. I mean, just support just him being there.
Right.
That's like that necessarily doesn't mean he
agrees with what he
That's
did.
True.
That's what
true.
That was implying. I think people think. I think he's just. I don't know.
To be a friend.
I don't know whether or not he thinks that, but I think just base minimum, he could be going just because he's his friend, and his friend is in a shitty situation. Even though his friend most likely deserves it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Damn, that's crazy shit.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what more information comes out on this XXX case. It's certainly going to be an interesting one, and we'll see what the outcome is with that.
And, I don't think he should have... Did they find out because he broadcasted it was going to do it?
These broadcast. Well, I think he did. Like that's what he said. Like I made the biggest mistake by even.
Yeah, he's an idiot. He shouldn't have done that.
He shouldn't have done that.
He shouldn't. He was just low key done it. That would have been 10,000 times smarter.
Yeah, way smarter. But he said it's a mistake. You shouldn't have done that. Now you know.
Well, that makes it a little more fishy. A little bit.
You think?
If he announces, "Hey, I'm going to support X."
Well, he might. I mean, I don't know what his like post was. I think it might have been on his story or something. But he might have just been like, "On my way."
Okay.
Like I don't know. I'm at the airport. On my way to.
I feel like yeah, it's just like one of those things where it's just like, how could he not?
Yeah,
like,
see this coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see. See what comes out next of it.
Not
Also, not surprising news here, but Tidal is reportedly having some pretty big money problems the tune of losing $44 million this year. And I mean, look, we all saw this coming, but I'm just wondering, is there any way
I'm
Tidal can
I think me
figure
and
it
Austin
out?
are surprised.
Shocked. Putting out a music platform.
At Mondo Cool, we all have Tidal.
Yeah.
At Mondo Cool headquarters.
I subscribe to all of the music applications we have to pay monthly.
Yeah,
you know
especially
that.
Tidal.
You know that.
We pay $25 a month.
I do. $25 money a month to listen to 3 or 4 albums that I like.
Yep. But we also get the cool little disc animation.
That's true. I do like the disc.
Beautiful. Yeah.
And it's tough because I'm going to have to listen to the Kanye one that's coming out soon too. So I'm going to have like 18 different music outlets to pay for. SoundCloud Go, which I also pay for SoundCloud Premium, which are different services. Very tough world.
Yeah, and also Disney bought Fox.
And then with net neutrality, you have to pay $10 to pay your money. So it's going to be tough.
It's going to be tough.
Yeah, and then Disney bought Fox.
That's true. And I already paid so much to Disney.
Yeah, but now you got to pay to Fox and Disney the same person.
Time. Whoa. Also, what up, Fluffy? Yeah, I mean, Tidal is fucked, I think. Like, I don't think there's any way to save it. You know what I mean?
No, we don't pay for that shit.
No. Like, what are they going to do that could turn around Tidal at this point? I mean, Apple Music somehow figured it out and has been, like, the premier streaming service. But at that point,
family plans, being on the phone already and having connection to iTunes. It's like literally they just had everything in the bag.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you can really keep up with that.
I
don't even understand why people have Spotify Premium. So
it's cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But is it worth it?
You can get it's pretty good.
What is it like? I mean, you can use the free web player.
But it doesn't work the same because you can't listen to like albums in a row. Like in order. Every time I have to listen for free, you can't do it.
I just did it.
Well, I guess maybe on the browser version.
Yeah, the browser
mobile
version
you
yeah.
cannot.
No,
yeah,
the mobile
right,
version you can't. But
you're
the browser
right.
version, I'm like.
Yeah, no, I think it's mostly for your phone.
You're definitely right. For your phone, it's fucked up.
I see.
I think, but you can also like create like it's easier
shareable
to search and shareable playlists and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Spotify's still pretty good.
Right.
The only reason why I have Apple Music is just because Tim pays for it.
That's true.
Otherwise, I don't know. I guess exclusives are on Apple, but I think there is actually more music on Spotify. Like but that could change. I remember initially I felt like there was not as much music, but maybe now there might be.
And a bunch of fake artists too.
Yeah, that's true.
So
but I remember all my joke music and all the stupid shit I would find on Spotify was it's not on Apple Music.
No, for sure. The fart guy?
Yeah, the fart guy. There's a
fart
bunch.
Guy.
Shout out. There's a bunch, especially, but also just more out there music or music that's like from other countries.
Ooh.
I thought was easier to find on Spotify.
Man, our man in the chat is saying Google Play is God tier.
Mooney PC is saying Google Play. Is the new wave.
I haven't even looked at it.
That's actually how I listened to the Eminem leak. Is via
really
Google Play. Yeah.
Damn.
So maybe it's the move.
Hey,
I'm
maybe
not
it's the
woke
Google
yet.
Play.
Wait, real quick, Zach.
Is he dead?
He did.
Oh well,
He
Zach
did.
has Google Play. I was
Does he
gonna
have
ask
Google
him,
Play?
but
Damn.
What do
he
you
didn't
think?
respond.
I think
He
you'd
says
probably
he
say
liked
it's
it.
God tier.
He pays for
Maybe
it.
we were just not woke. We're just not woke on
We'll
Google
get
Play.
there.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Hey, Grace,
we'll
more
catch
time.
up to you. We'll catch up.
I mean, me and Mark have Apple Music for
Yeah,
free.
no, it's so
Logo.
clutch. I can't even. So yeah, title. Good luck with that. We'll see how you do later. And moving right along.
Oh, plus you get RedTube with it.
Ah.
Oh, no way.
Been waiting.
You get a good old.
Oh,
RedTube.
YouTube Red. Yeah, RedTube. Yeah, dude, that way you can watch all your favorite content, like Scare PewDiePie in a show called Threesome, which
Well, it's not-
features teenagers.
It's not the content.
Yeah.
I think the only good thing about it is that you get to do stuff that should be free. Like close the app and listen to music. Make
Yeah,
a
so like
playlist.
features that should exist.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
You're
Should
right.
have existed, but like you get access. That's like the best thing about it.
Yeah, that's true.
Not bad. Sounds pretty good.
Man, what else we got?
Album
But yeah,
downloads
moving-
for offline listen, but that's exactly how Spotify and Apple Music
And Apple
work.
Music work too. So. But moving
And
right
Tidal.
along.
Actually, every streaming
Yeah,
platform.
I only use Inside LimeWire. That's about it.
Inside line.
I use FrostWatch.
I use
You
Kassaw
should.
actually. But yeah, so Quavo and Yachty have been heating up this Joe Budden beef and extending it to everyone on Everyday Struggle with their newest single, Ice Tray, which has a lot of Joe Budden references involved. But basically, they're showing they had the fucking cover art that is very silly, and now they're having the fucking, whatchamacallit, they previewed their video for Ice Tray, and this is what it looks like.
Man, they not about the coaching. Like, they making hundreds of thousands of shows, $1 million in endorsements. Look at their jury. Like, I ain't had jury like that.
Ice tray on nigga flooded ice.
Holy hell.
If a nigga hatin', call him Joe Budden.
That's it.
Ice tray the gang. Fuck it. Ice tray the gang.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
hip hop. I love him.
The DJ Academics.
Shout out to the DJ Academics actor.
That was so good.
I love him.
I had to dive on out of here. That was amazing.
Let's talk about the sign.
Old
for
rapper struggle.
Everyday Struggling. Yeah. So, as you know, Quality Control, Control the Streets Volume 1 came out. I listened to it. We didn't review it because it's
Huge.
an hour and like a half.
No,
long.
it's hour 45.
It's an hour 45
Who's
long.
working
It's
on
like
it?
too much.
Who?
What's up?
What is it? What is this?
This is the QCC part of their project. They cover like Migos, Yachty. It's
Oh,
like a
yeah.
management company.
You told me about that shit.
And so
we
they
were
dropped the
gonna review it,
mixtape,
but then we switched to Eminem.
but it's an hour and 45 minutes, so we're doing Eminem.
I was like,
instead.
I don't want to review this 2-hour album. That's a compilation.
Damn, who's on it?
Like Migos, Yachty mostly, and then there's like other people, T Grizzly.
Oh, I'm gonna listen to that.
Some other people.
That sounds crazy.
But yeah, it's pretty good. I listened to the whole thing. It's pretty solid. Obviously, it's a lot to listen to, but there's definitely some highlights. And obviously, Ice Tray is one of the premier singles off of it. And man, they are just coming at Joe Budden and the Everyday Struggle Squad. And this looks like it's gonna be a fucking hilarious video.
That looks amazing.
Yeah, I mean, shout outs to this preview. Shout outs to fucking
Man, they
academics
not
just being
about the
scared
culture.
the whole time.
Like, they make this hundreds
It's
of
great. There's just so many highlights, and I can't wait for this video to fucking drop.
They did a really good job, man.
So,
I'm
shout
very
outs to
excited
them.
for that. Man, what else we
I
got?
love it. I think it's hilarious.
I think it's gonna be so fucking.
Part of me.
Did you see the cover art? I think I have the cover art here on the beautiful Mondo Cool Instagram, ladies and gentlemen. We got everything. But yeah, look at
I
this,
saw
look
that.
at this fucking cover art.
I thought that was a joke.
No, dude, this
That's
is
the album
legitimate
cover?
Well, for Ice Tray.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, fucking
But
damn.
the actual mixtape cover art is pretty plain.
I hope Joe Budden keeps embracing the hatred towards him because he sells shirts that say "fuck Joe Budden" on them.
Yeah.
So-
or don't they say like "fuck me" on them?
Yeah.
or something?
Yo,
Yeah.
go to the most recent post.
What's this?
How'd you do that without? Is that last week? Oh, I wore the same
That's
hat
last
2 weeks
week.
in a row. Fuck yeah, gang.
Gang.
I thought
Exposed.
that was right now. I was like, damn, how are you
Exposed.
doing that?
Dude, I'm going crazy on our Instagram. Fucking follow
Marshall
us.
is the movie shirt.
But yeah, moving on to our probably silliest news that we got here on here. But I'm sure you all know, co-founder of Rockefeller Records, Dame Dash, is now trying his hand in the movie business with a new film coming out in February called Honor Up, executive produced by Kanye West, featuring everyone's favorite awful human, Stacey Dash, Dame Dash himself, and Cameron.
Classic.
In what should be something, and that's coming out in 2 months. And I hope a trailer drops soon so I can know just what this is gonna be.
I have no idea.
Because this seems like it's gonna be a trash
I
fire.
think we should watch it for the podcast.
We gotta see it.
This
We
is-
got
this
the
is great.
movie pass.
This
It's
is
fucking
great.
free.
We'll put in $5 to watch it. VOD. I think it's gonna be VOD. It's not. This is not coming out in theaters.
Is it in theaters?
I don't think
It's not gonna be in
It's-
theaters.
Look, whoa. In theaters. Fam.
Yeah, 1 or 2.
We gotta find the one.
I mean,
that's
the
showing it.
one is
Hey,
gonna,
the
it's
room
gonna
was
be
in
here.
theaters. I'm
I mean,
sure.
if there is, it's gonna be in LA.
I guess
Yeah.
we'll have to go.
or New York.
I guess we'll have to go.
So it's gonna be fun.
Invite us to the premiere. We have the connects.
Yeah, let us know.
This is big in the industry.
Yeah.
So
us
we'll
know.
hit our people.
We'll
up.
review it.
But that's
Our PR
this is
manager's
gonna be
gonna get us
so
in.
fucking
Hit up our
dope.
Instagram, whoever's posting.
Yeah.
This I can't even believe this is happening, and that Kanye West is putting his own money.
It's
involved.
crazy.
I mean, who wants to see a movie with Stacey Dash in it in 2017?
I do.
Yeah, you're ready. You're ready for the return of Stacey
I'm
Dash.
interested if she's still like kind of like bearable on screen.
Yeah,
I
she's
wonder if
not
I can
being
say-
Fox News esque.
Yeah, if I just don't separate her personality, is she enjoyable as an actress?
I mean, I only have like Clueless as a reference.
Yeah, she's pretty good on that.
Pretty good in Clueless.
Yeah, and I'm like, I like Clueless. I first watched it last year, so it seems a little fresher to me.
You're ready. You're ready
Because
for her
before I
return?
just thought this was like a horrible washed-up actress
Mm-hmm.
for such a long time, and Clueless, a movie I've never seen, is probably okay. Then I watched Clueless, I was like, wow, this is a great movie, and she's great in it. And then she just got worse as a person. Yeah. And I was like, damn, what a
Sure
crazy. Her Eric Andre appearance is great.
Her hair is
Yeah.
fucking hilarious.
It's so good. I don't know. I'm really curious. This just like looks amazingly bad.
Yeah. Shout out to Cameron. Can't wait for his performance.
But what does executive producer Kanye West even mean?
He
Is what
paid
it-
for it?
And they have a follow-up picture where he's like with them. Yeah.
Mr.
Just
Ye.
showed my brother
Smiling.
an executive producer
Whoa,
the final
no.
version of Honor Up.
That's a big deal because he's smiling in the
Jesus,
picture.
He's really happy about
Man.
it.
Well, but that is weird. Like Kanye is pretty snotty with his film opinion.
Mm-hmm.
He's smiling.
Yeah.
And he said it's good. It got the final
cheese.
final say for him.
Do you think Kanye? I mean, I guess Kanye could. Kanye does have snotty taste.
He's sneezing.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Kanye has super high taste in like movies.
The stinky
Like,
cheese.
so it's wild that he said he enjoyed it.
He
Damn,
signed
that's
off
crazy
on
shit,
it.
man.
We'll see. We'll see
All
what
right.
I don't
happens.
think he'd fake lie.
Oh.
Did he lie?
I don't think so.
I mean, he executive produced it.
That's true. I mean, he better support
Oh
it.
fuck, this is garbage.
I think he genuinely likes it.
Well, I think on that note, it's time to get into our reviews. And boy, is there a lot to say about these two albums. We got the Big Sean and Metro Boomin collab album, Double or Nothing, and we got Eminem Revival. Starting things off with Big Sean's album, Double or Nothing. You ready to get into it, boys?
Yeah, guys, you guys like Big Sean.
Oh, I love him. I love him
You
so,
can
so
talk
much.
about him, huh?
All right,
Talk
well, I
about
guess-
your boy and his album.
Yeah, I guess as someone who I guess was the biggest Big Sean fan here.
Mark's second favorite rapper.
So listen.
Number one's Hobson.
No, let's fuck you. I hate him. All right. Real rap. Let me get into my feelings of this album. So look, I'll admit that I don't hate Big Sean, right? I think obviously the way his style that's very punchline heavy is very hit or miss, and I think that's probably his biggest issue.
Whoa, do you see those puns you just made?
I know. Look at that. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Punchlines.
I think I look. Oh wow, I'm mad.
Big
I
Sean
did a
lyric?
Big Sean lyric, and I
he's getting your brain.
he's inside my head. I'm making puns, and I don't even want to do this.
That's probably what happens to Big Sean.
Oh my god, he can't stop.
He can't stop.
It's how he talks every day.
Look
why
how
he
Big
makes
Sean
films.
just jokes like that.
Look,
What? It's like what was the
Fluffy,
dark
I
line?
feel you. I feel like Big
so
Sean gets a lot of hate, and people ignore that he has good albums. Dark Sky Paradise is pretty solid. I decided went platinum. I don't know if it deserved to go platinum, but it was pretty good. And then he comes out with this, and now he actually has me in my feelings. I was really upset about this project because, look, Metro Boomin,
That's the biggest issue.
is a prodigy, right? I think he's an amazing producer. I think he's the Kanye of trap music.
Yeah.
I think he's just really talented and is continuing to like make trap music sound interesting. And he's just, he's good at what he does, right? And so he sets Big Sean up with probably the best alley-oop you could give another person.
It was a softball
It just put it right
down the middle.
right before the hoop. And Big Sean managed to miss. And I don't like the beats on this album.
I feel like
are so good.
He didn't just miss. He like smacked it and went to the other hoop.
And there was a turnover. Everyone got.
It like fucked the
he
game.
blew the game.
It was the last like 10 seconds of the game.
Because the thing with this album is the production is consistently really good. Every track.
And unique.
It switches
the
up
most
styles.
varied I've heard
It's
Metro
really
Boomin.
solid. But the lyrical content on this album is just, it's cringy sometimes. Like there's just some really bad lyrics.
Sometimes.
I mean, most of the time is the problem. Because it's not just like one or two, which Big Sean usually has, but it's most of the album. Or if it's not a cringy line, it's just he doesn't really seem like he fits on the track. I mean, maybe it's just Metro Boomin and Big Sean were never meant to be as a production style collab, and that might honestly be the biggest problem.
Yeah.
But because he doesn't sound great on the problem, and literally everyone they feature on the album sounds great. Everyone seems like they belong.
Yeah.
There. Whether it's 21 Savage,
I
Young
got
Thug,
punked.
or even Cash Doll, who I've never even heard of before this, but she kills her track. That's so good. Once she's on that song's great. So I mean, it's really just like a Big Sean problem here. Like, I mean, everything else around Big Sean is great on this project.
Oh God.
But I just, every time I hear Big Sean hop on the track, I'm like, I don't, like, it just tanks a little bit slowly.
I did check out the Pitchfork review for this album because I'm curious.
Right.
And I thought they were a little too harsh.
How brutal was Pitchfork?
The first line of the Pitchfork thing is they called Big Sean the Nickelback of rap.
Wow.
And I was just like, all right,
that's
guys.
too much. That's too
I was
much.
like, guys, this is
That's
not.
too much, Bob.
That's too much. I don't like Big Sean, and I think that's mean. Like, I think he's more talented than Nickelback.
Yeah, I feel like this Big Sean album was a real wild one because, like, I've never been a big Sean fan, but I've never hated him at all. I've always recognized his talent and enjoyed him as a feature.
Yeah.
I think he's got incredible writing ability, but the way he presents himself is so beyond serious, as if like he expects you to think everything he says is like genius and like really serious.
Well,
and I feel like
speaking my mind.
It's real. Like if he
that's
was
every project to me.
Yeah, I feel like if he took himself a little less seriously and like had fun at all, it would be a lot more enjoyable. I think if he takes himself so seriously that like his lyrics get lost. It's like it's too much, because he's got some like fun wit, but if he would just laugh at his own jokes a little every once in a while, it'd be good. For example, we talked about this the other day. A lot of these witty lines are very comparable to things that like Lil Wayne would say, but he'd also do the Lil Wayne laugh at the end of all of it. He laughs at his own jokes constantly, and for this man who takes himself so seriously to come through with these beautiful beats that really got wasted on him, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, chat's been saying it, and I agree.
That's what it is. I feel like Metro's beats are so beyond good, and it's sad that they went to someone who took them beyond seriously. I would love this album if they released a version of it where it was only the features. And that's it.
Carly, are they wrong about Nickelback?
And that's hard.
I think they're wrong.
Good.
I don't want to trash Big Sean because he's definitely got talent, but like, man, don't be so serious about it. It's like a comedian who walks in the room, and if you don't laugh at the joke, he goes, "Oh, a bunch of no one's gonna laugh." Like, that's my least favorite type of person. Right. And he's doing that.
Yeah, it's just like one of those things where I think like Lil Wayne is like, it's also like a charisma and voice thing. Lil Wayne's also like charismatic and kind of likable to me, and like Big Sean is just more like a bratty little brother. His voice.
But like, I feel like Big Sean can be charismatic.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, but I want to like him.
I don't think he is like enough to pull off the jokes of like these bad puns.
Right.
Is what I'm saying. I think Lil Wayne has like perfected the bad line, goofy line.
Yeah.
And it's like a tough thing to sell. Right. Like, to be fair, right? Like, there's only like very few people who could sell like stupid, the dumbest of lines that make him seem awesome. And Big Sean just took way too much of that, and just especially on this album, it's just like even embarrassing for, like, beforehand I would hate this, and it's like it wasn't. He was kind of like losing it a little bit, especially with Dark Sky and like fucking the new one. I thought was a little better too, but then he just like he came back in full force with like the fucking dad jokes every like 5 seconds.
But even dads laugh at their own jokes, and that's the epitome of a dad joke is they laugh at them.
I think the problem also is like we're right, like. But Lil Wayne came in and presented a style that a lot of rappers took, right? Yeah. With the punchline rap, I'd say Lil Wayne was one of the first to like really do like that particular way, especially. And we got a lot of it in that time period. I mean, because we got Drake and Nicki Minaj following suit. Sure. We got Big Sean. We had Donald Glover doing it very heavily in camp. And we just had it as the style, but I feel like everyone went away from it. And then Big Sean has not. Oh, and it's starting to like catch up with everyone else where we're like, all right, we're getting kind of sick of this lyrical content.
I feel like he had nothing. I think when I listened to I Decided and other albums, he had things to say.
That's true.
So he just felt, so this one he's just supposed to like have fun. He literally, the only thing he knows how to do is just make dad jokes. Right. With no smirk. Like just the most serious dad jokes. I think when he has something to say, he can actually make an interesting song.
Right. Yeah.
But the thing is, he has nothing to say. So he's just like bragging. And the way he brags is just the most ridiculous and just embarrassing jokes. Referencing Rick and Morty. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck?
Man. Yeah.
Like, what is this? It's over Metro Boomin. Like, what?
And then, like, my other thing is, it's kind of a problem I always have with Big Sean, is he'll have a line that he thinks is clever, and then the more you think about it, it crumbles, right? Like, he had this line where he's like, you couldn't get these checks if you was Einstein on Jeopardy. And, like, you think about it, and you're like, all right, like, Einstein would obviously do really well on Jeopardy because he's really smart. But then you think about it, and you're like, well, he's smart in, like, one category of science. And the whole thing with Jeopardy is there's a bunch of different categories. So he probably actually wouldn't do that well and would get bodied.
Yeah, like, has he read a bunch of English literature, watched a bunch of TV?
No.
Like, you need to know so much random shit.
So it falls apart. And infamously, the one I hated the most was I Give Her That D, because that's where I'm born and raised in. And you're like, all right, D, Dick, in Detroit.
Okay.
But that's the way that sentence works. Is it means that you either gave her Detroit, or you gave her your dick and you were born and raised
In
with
your dick.
So, like, it's just things like that where, like, the more you think about what he actually said, it crumbles.
Yeah.
And that's why it's, like, also frustrating.
I think that one, it kind of works on a dumb level.
Right. And they all work on a dumb level.
No, but that one's no. But that one's kind of like a fun dumb one. I'll give him that one is like a more, because I guess the song too has a lot of energy and a lot of cool people on it. Mm-hmm. So like that, I can almost let slide by on like Lil Wayne factor. Like he kind of like, oh yeah, okay. It was like, it does crumble. But then, like, I don't know, this, I think it's just, like, when it's just in the wrong setting and there's not enough to it, it, like, literally falls apart.
Right.
Because, like, he makes a lot, I mean, people make those all, like, goofy, like, ridiculous, like, things that crumble. But he just the thing is that you took it seriously.
Right.
Which is the problem because he says it seriously.
Right. Yeah.
So then you think about it.
You're right. You're right.
If he didn't say it seriously, you wouldn't think about it.
I would just let it go. I would probably move on.
Yeah, you would. Yeah. But it's the fact he delivered it seriously. Both times he did, I would say. But yeah, I don't know. That's the Big Sean problem. This is a bad album. And he's made better music. I'm not a fan, but he has.
Here's the issue. This album's called Double or Nothing, and I feel like it was a fail. And the rules of Double or Nothing is he did nothing this year.
He's got to quit.
He did nothing.
He's got to quit.
Because, like, I feel like this album, he took a commercial leap, and he was all over the fucking radio as, like, as his own stuff, not as a feature, which was, like, big. And then to go for Double or Nothing, turning out to be nothing, I think you've erased the progress you made this year, Mr. Sean. Right. And that's a shame. And any other thoughts? Because I have a question.
No, I think we're pretty much about ready to give it the ratings.
All right, cool. So I have a question. They're talking about in the chat. You think Einstein fucked a lot? Just curious.
I know. Actually, I know that Isaac Newton died like a virgin.
Damn. Yeah. The Apple guy.
The Apple guy.
Damn.
Virgin. So I don't know.
So you think Einstein fucked a lot or no?
I don't know. Do you
Einstein
think he's more of an Isaac?
Einstein fucked Madonna?
Einstein fucked Madonna?
I think.
Einstein fucked Madonna?
I think. I don't know. Sometimes with those type of people, they're working so much on figuring out their thing that they don't have time to meet people.
They're busy.
Hey, chat's saying Einstein was a slut. It's common knowledge.
Okay.
Oh, word?
Yo, listen, Einstein was getting brain in many ways, okay?
God
Something
damn
to think about.
Jesus
I think
Christ.
he was a bit of a rebel. He got kicked out of school. But
That's
I think
true.
that's actually
He was fucking.
But I also think that's like a made up
He was busy.
Einstein fucks.
I think that's a made up fact too. I don't think that's a real thing. I think he did. I think he actually did fine in school, and that's just like a story they tell kids who were failing.
Yeah. Hey, Einstein didn't do well in school.
Yeah, I think it's
and he
actually
fucked a lot.
You can,
and he also fucked a lot, so you'll be fine.
You can
Einstein
spokes that shit or whatever that website is.
Jesus.
Snopes.
Yeah.
Hey, can someone go on Snopes and find out Einstein fuck a lot
Yeah,
or
can you
no?
check if the rumors are true of Einstein
Is he
fucking?
Is he out here fucking or no?
What a good line. The first song on this album is called Go Legend.
League of Legends. Hey,
League of Legends. He says League of Legends. Go listen to it. Damn.
Hey,
I'm just going through my phone just so I can find a good.
I'm gonna sing about that Einstein dick. D equals MC thick.
Man, the way
Can you go home?
I need to leave.
Let me real quick, just like I'm reading through the first song. I'm just gonna pick out some stuff.
Einstein was a kinky motherfucker.
Yeah, that's,
no.
that's the first lyric
fucked.
here.
No way.
There's also the way I piece this shit together, man. It's so puzzling.
Einstein said that?
No.
Yeah, Einstein.
Yeah, Einstein said that.
Yo,
oh god.
I do this for the dogs nowadays. We husky.
That's not a
He
lyric.
says that.
Big Sean, what are you doing? Oh my god. Are we ready to get this to motherfucking
League of
ratings?
Legends, yeah.
Yo, he says that.
Not
though.
even joking.
You know he says
Listen
that.
to the first
League
song on
of
the Big Sean album.
Legends.
I didn't
League
know
of
what it was called.
Legends.
I legitimately thought he might be saying League of Legends.
Some of these. Oh yeah, there's the when I was down, I swear they made me feel inferior. Judging by my outside, that's just my exterior.
Damn.
Not seeing what I was made of, that's my interior.
Real bad.
Yo, Einstein fucked his
In
cousin?
my castle like Mario, I give this shit my heart and soul.
As you should.
Head of my time like Marty though, watching the Ricky Morty show while I smoke.
Yo, Einstein was fucking his cousin. No, that's rough.
Was Einstein actually fucking his cousin?
Yo, that's tough.
Einstein fucked
Oh,
his
he
cousin?
cheated on his wife a lot.
Damn. Hey, man. He
Damn.
wasn't cheating on the test.
Not smart enough not to get caught.
Oh, boo, 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 boo.
And speaking of getting caught, Eminem.
No, well, let's give it the ratings.
Oh yeah, it's butt.
Yeah,
I think
well,
everyone's gonna get butt.
let's at least give the people the courtesy of knowing our rating system. So on Mondo Cool, we rate an album either butt, cool, or Mondo cool.
Or Mondo cool.
Or Mondo
Yeah, it's
cool.
rare.
But listen,
that's like 10 out of 10.
But listen, I think this one is gonna get a collective
Oh God.
butt from us. Yeah,
I want to give it the oh God.
It's not good.
Is there like a worse one?
Nah, I mean, I'll just give it a butt. I'll give it a very confident butt.
I can't listen to this.
And it's garbage. that would be garbage. We can put a garbage.
I think this is garbage.
What? It's a butt.
It's pretty garbage.
It's butt
dude.
garbage.
It's pretty butt ass.
It's like-
Butt garbage.
It's like diarrhea.
Man, I be making butt garbage.
I'm making butt garbage.
So okay, if you're forced to listen to it, let's pretend
League
the
of
same
Legends.
Hobson
League
or
of
this?
This. Because Metro saves
Yeah, I'm
it.
saving Metro.
Metro is saving
Yeah,
more.
Metro saving.
Can
I want the instrumental album. No
Yeah,
Sean.
Let me get the beats.
Keep the features. Keep all the features. Get rid of the Sean.
Just get rid of the Sean.
Give me the Boomin.
Just call it Metro
Black-
Boomin' Double or Nothing.
Would you listen? I personally would listen to Black Ken over this, but would you listen to Black Ken or
This.
Ooh.
Over Black Ken? No doubt.
I listen
dude.
to Black Ken.
You
definitely.
listen to no, really. No,
would.
really.
I would.
Think about your experience listening to Black Ken.
Austin's face. Austin.
I like Black. I did. I gave it a better review. I gave it like what?
That's
Someone clip his
mind-blowing.
face. Someone clip his
I
face.
love Lil B. Black Ken. Ooh, it's a statement piece, but it's also a statement piece of garbage.
No, but it's a very interesting piece of.
Oh
garbage
yeah.
That I could listen to, and you know what? I've gone back.
It's like almost
I've
hip-hop
gone back.
Dadaism.
No, but it stuck with me. Like I came back and I was like, what's fucking going on here? It's like it really is a puzzle. So that's why I would listen to this, because I know what it is. Black Ken has layers.
Yeah. I would agree with that.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
That's something I'd agree with. I think Black Ken is something to look at, analyze, dig deep into, but damn, listen to it all the way through for fun.
No, I'm not saying. I would go back through his track. I can't listen to the full thing.
Well, that's the thing we're talking. Which album would you listen to in full?
Oh, if I had to choose between them,
A full
Black
album.
Ken, yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Damn.
That's amazing.
Well, Metro
It's kind of
Boomin,
like funny at points.
Big Sean, Double or Nothing.
It's funny and exhausting.
This shit gets a butt. Y'all ready to talk about
But
Eminem?
please,
Revival. We good? We ready?
yeah.
All right, Eminem Revival. Let's get into the review. I guess I'll start because I feel like
Please.
I'll have the
You got a lot to
nicest
say.
things
Yeah.
about it.
I don't have much.
Mark-
I don't have much to say.
Mark has the nicest things.
All right, so I'll start this one.
We did talk about it, guys.
Look, this
Sorry
one's-
to shatter the illusion.
Look, this one's tough for me because look, I'll come out and say it. Not a great album.
Oh, this is like one of my reviews.
Yeah,
It's not a great album.
Not a great album.
Not a good album.
But I think it's not as embarrassing as Big Sean, which is a low bar, admittedly.
10.
But I don't know, like, because for me, I think a lot of my problems with the Eminem album are more of like a production flaw, where
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't like when Eminem makes pop stadium music.
Yeah.
I think that never works, and I think it's unfortunate that he's kind of embraced the pop star aspect of his career so much.
Real quick, have you heard the theory?
What?
There's a damn theory for this
You're
album.
supposed to hear it backwards? 'Cause
No.
of the
It's a
reverse
damn in
thing?
terms of like, remember when Damn first came out, they thought there was going to be like the red and the blue album, and there's going to be another one.
Right.
Because Revival, people took some things apart, thinking that there's going to be like the pop album, which is this one, but then he's going to follow it up real quick with the real rap album. So they're just trying to justify them not liking this.
Yeah.
I hope so.
But that'd be really wild if he did that. I would like instantly respect Eminem.
I would be ready to go.
I'd be excited for Eminem. But the thing is, like, if he was really trying to do that, why would he include like 2 songs that are like
that are pretty like old school, yeah.
old school Eminem on this? So
Because that's the thing. Yeah, I mean, Enrique is saying it. I mean, there's some songs that are very reminiscent of the old Eminem. I mean, you get shit like Framed, Offended, even Heat.
just like those.
That's like pretty reminiscent of Eminem, and then you get a majority of just pop stadium, that type of. I mean, people like Ed Sheeran and Pink featured that are pretty. I mean, honestly, garbage. I mean,
Garbo.
Because the problem is it's not just like pop and where it's like, at least it's like catchy or something where it's like a Love the Way You Lie where you're like, you get why it's on the radio. You may not necessarily like it, but...
Where did you find that? You thought that Sheeran one was just garbage?
No, I mean...
I thought that one was okay.
It was okay. There's some...
I thought that was going to be way worse.
Right. I thought it was going to be way worse. But also the trouble is here, there are some cringy lines, and I wanna hit you guys with some... hot or not here. Some. Is it a garbage bar or is it fire?
No, they're bad. No, but Eminem has done this. It just doesn't work this time.
Right.
Because Eminem usually would do stupid lines, but it was like tongue in cheek. But since he's like not enjoyable, it just makes these lines worse.
But it's tough because I mean this is someone who's put on a lot of top 5 lists, right? So let's rate some of these bars here. I'm gonna hit you with a couple. Started from the bottom like a snowman.
Yeah,
hot bar or garbage? Hot bar or garbage?
You hear the way it's presented though, too? That's the weirdest part about that lyric. It's not even like the lyric. I couldn't even think about the lyric because the way he presented it was like, started from the bottom, snowman. Like, he's like so fucking weirdly paced.
No, it's because he has like this weird robot flow. Is what he has now that I hate. He's just like zip and I was like, Eminem, stop rapping like this. Why do you got bored of normal rap and you're just like rapping like year 3000 where people talk in like long spaces?
Let's get some more samples here. I got that air about me like wind chimes. Good bar or garbage?
I thought it was fun.
Actually, I think that's a good one.
I like it.
Air like wind chimes. That was actually genuinely one I liked. The snowman one. It's just like, it's funny if it was in the right context, but it's like
that's
in a
why I
weird
was
context.
like, I want to present them, see what the opinion is. You barely leave your house because you're always stuck at your pad. It's stationary.
And then he
Clever?
talks about writing shit down to get things done.
Clever or garbage?
Fine.
It's like
It's a C.
Out of context, it's funny, but the thing is, some of these are done in serious songs.
All right. Well, let's turn up the heat here. She'll be my Gwen Stacy, Despider Man. Clever
It's
garbage.
Spider Man.
Ooh, clever garbage, Enrique. Clever garbage.
They're bad, but Eminem does this, but it works within the context of some songs.
Wait.
What?
Okay, what can you say about your booty is heavy duty?
That's a tweet. That's a Zach Fox tweet.
Without laughing. Your booty is heavy duty like diarrhea. Clever or garbage?
The thing is, it's funny.
No,
It is.
No.
It makes me laugh.
No.
It's so stupid.
No.
But it's just it's the context of it with the pop background. It's bizarre to hear the booty.
All right, wait. I got two more. Actually, just shit on my last chick, and she has what my ex lacks.
Oh yeah, I thought that one. That
clever
was bad.
garbage.
I thought that one was bad.
All right.
I thought that one was bad.
It's funny.
Get an X lax, like the laxative. Shit on his girl.
The thing is, this is exactly like Austin's poo poo sense of humor. Where
But it's like refined poo poo pee pee.
It's refined.
It's well stated poo poo pee pee, which takes away from the poo poo pee pee that I enjoy.
No, I feel like if it were within like not like the fucking production value of a super pop, like if it was like a really stupid beat and he was just doing stupid rhymes like that over it, I'd be like, oh, this is hilarious, Eminem making the poop diarrhea jokes.
Yeah,
like,
no,
hey,
absolutely.
You're 45, but whatever.
Right.
45, by the way.
Finally, lastly, we have "Girl, You're Smoking Like Snoop Dogg."
That one was bad.
Boring.
That one's just bad.
That one's just bad.
That one's
just bad. That was a bad one. For sure.
But yeah,
and it's not. The thing is, he like knows though. Like, there's no way he doesn't. It's like he just needs to contain himself sometimes. I think he just went full dad, and he just loves like. I don't know if he wanted to make this album at points.
Right.
Because it just comes out like he just puts these stupidest lines in some of this. So like I can't take some of the content seriously.
Right.
So it's just like, I don't know. I feel like Eminem is trapped in like a hell for himself.
He's fucked.
So he's just trying to like.
He's walking on water, dude.
Yeah. It's just like this weird thing where he like at points he'll like be genuine, and at some points be like, "This is dumb. Let me just put a bunch of stupid bars here."
Yeah.
Like, so it just comes off as like almost like near unlistenable.
So can I give it a quick little review of the album here? So,
yeah, go for it. Sorry.
So no, it's all good. So what I would say about this album is, man, Eminem. It's tough because like I like Eminem as a dude. I think he's a lot of fun, and I really like his past shit. However, I think you're very accurate in saying he's stuck in a weird hell. In that, like, his last album sounds very similar to this, like, in the way that he's doing these weird ass rock and roll beats that just like
there's only one on the last
right.
one. There's Berserk and that's it.
Which album is the album with Rap God on it?
Yeah.
Okay, because there's like the country beats and shit too. Like
no, there's no country beats. On
I could be wrong, but I remember that being like the beats weirdly experimental and like. A lot of guitar going on.
I did literally Berserk. I think is the only. I think this one.
I would love to be
more
wrong.
Guitar.
Oh yeah, no, I think so too. This one has a lot more of that, but he's backing himself into this like weird corner. That's just it's so strange. It's tough because I think he has a really brilliant brain and he has a lot of things to say, but the way it's presented at this point is so corny and weird, and it lacks the things that made his genius exciting.
Yeah, you listen to Recovery?
Yeah, like a long time ago. Is it a really old one?
Yeah, this kind of reminded me of Recovery.
Really?
Yeah, because Recovery was more of like this type of stuff.
I felt like I don't know, I could be wrong. I haven't listened to Eminem albums in a long ass time.
Yeah.
The album with Rap God I felt like was very comparable to this, and that was like.
Oh no, I actually like that album.
Really, I think it's very.
I don't like. I think
it's a lot better.
I think there's a lot of enjoyable factors in their songs where he actually tried.
Yeah.
And then.
MNF, dude. God damn it.
No, you're definitely right.
And what was it? There was like, there's like a song like Evil Twin. I thought was like an interesting song on that, where he like he gives like his top 5, and the top 2 are him and his evil twin.
That's funny.
It's like a concept.
No, he does a lot of really experimental, fun things in the last album.
There's like conceptual songs in that album, as opposed to this one, which is not really like that's his forte, right? Eminem's the best at writing a song about a thing being a character, right? That's like not surprising. That's what he's all of his big songs, Stand, Take It, like all of them are he's usually some sort of character rapping from a perspective or whatever. And like there's like literally like almost no ambition on this album at all. Which
we're ignoring some of the wild concept tracks here.
Wait, which ones?
We got to talk about Untouchable, right?
Oh yeah, Untouchable. Oh fuck, I forgot.
You can't skate past Untouchable because that's
that's
a roller coaster ride of a song.
Oh man, that's a rough one.
Because honestly, I would say if that song was probably 3 minutes shorter, it would be a really interesting concept, right? Where you get Eminem kind of bashing, I guess, white people essentially, or white men specifically. The chorus is something because you're a white boy, you're untouchable, like all these things that are making pretty good points about how certain white males act and feel about society at large, and it's pretty interesting satire that's pretty solid. And so at about the 30-minute mark, there's a beat change. And we get this interesting aspect where suddenly Eminem starts using us and we in terms of the black experience. And it's very jarring and distracting where Eminem is taking on the problems that black people experience. And that it gets weird. Like, I mean, I see what he's saying, and he's not saying anything necessarily wrong in that aspect of the song, but it's very jarring where he's like, you do this to us, you took this to our communities, and you're like, whose community is Eminem?
Did he just talk about living in a gated community where you wave at your neighbors?
Yeah, it gets really weird.
I guess it's tough to. He's in a weird place. I guess
because
he's from like the
started from the bottom
place.
like a snowman.
Yeah, like Detroit, like 8 Mile. That area
it's
fucking sucks.
And I get that aspect, but there's parts where he's like, you took Freddie Gray from us. And I'm like,
yeah, it is a weird thing. Like it's dumb.
So, like I said, it's just weird. So it's a weird song where like it's a cool concept for the first 3 minutes, and then it's like a 6-minute song, and it keeps going, and then we get into that aspect of the song.
It becomes a little like tone deaf.
It gets a little weird and wild. So there's that track. I mean, there's the stuff about Haley and Kim. We get classic content we've been hearing for years. We get kind of like an interesting outro where it's like rewind and you get the alternative ending because there's like that he dies in the like penultimate track, but then the second song ends and then it goes back to the other song behind it.
Revival.
Yeah, because he's got revived and it's like the alternate story where he doesn't die. I don't know. Wow. That was kind of a wild intro. And then, I mean, yeah, we have to note that there's a lot of classic rock samples that are reused and sampled in a way. I mean, you have
all from Mr. Rick Rubin.
Yeah, courtesy of good old Rick Rubin.
Daddy Rick.
But he hits us with
he's the one that did Berserk and stuff too on the last album. Yeah. All the rock stuff is always him.
So we get whatchamacallit, we get a nice I Love Rock and Roll sample.
I love
you because you remind me of me.
We're a happy family.
We also
fucking lit.
We also get a nice Cranberry sample of Zombie.
Good hooks.
Yeah.
He just gave up on hooks.
He
was just like, fuck it, I'm rich. I don't need to make hooks anymore.
Zombie. We get a nice Boogie Nights sample for an intro.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, there's just a lot happening in this. You get Eminem being self-conscious about himself. You get Eminem being conscious, talking about police brutality, and you get Like Home, where it's just a Donald Trump diss trap. It's just 4 minutes bashing Donald Trump, which sure, I'm not gonna get mad at that. And then you get Framed, where you get another, as you were saying, him playing a character and telling a story from that character's perspective. You get Offended, which is him, I guess, being classic Eminem and just saying wild shit. You get a kind of similar vibe with that in Heat. And then you get Relationship at /Kim songs with In Your Head, Castle, and Need Me. And then you get the ending. So, I mean, I don't know. There's definitely problems with it, and it's pretty bad at times, but I don't know.
Not garbage.
For some reason, I'm not gonna put it in garbage.
Butt. It's not a butt.
I'm gonna give it an I.
I'm gonna give it an I with you.
I just like, I think my problem with it is just like, there was songs I felt like I could go back to and like I thought were interesting. And like the last album and this one, it's just like 2 songs I think are just fun, and the rest I just don't want to go back.
Yeah.
And 2 songs out of everything is not like a good score. So like it's like bordering alright, but it's mostly like a butt for me.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like
I think like the last album for me was like a high to now I wouldn't say it's like a high for me. Like I thought there was like some good things, and I like he's trying, but this one there's like, I don't know, I'm just not interested in going back to some of these songs, except for like Framed and like Offended, which are just kind of like the fun relapse Eminem where he just raps about like dumb shit for like, which is like I'll listen to just because it's like entertaining because he's good at that.
Right.
Yeah.
What was it? There's the Rachel Dolezal.
Oh yeah,
I was like
having sex with the interracial blow-up doll that looks like Rachel Dolezal.
And I was like, that's a fucking crazy line.
Yeah, that's
a
wild line.
And I was like, wow, that was a really crazy fun line. That's like relevant and not like an old. I guess it is an old reference, but like it's like clever enough.
What's she up to? What's Rachel Dolezal?
What's she doing?
Yeah, but like I thought that's the type of stuff I'm like, wow, that was a good line from Eminem.
That's why I kind of like my simplest review is kind of like, if you're an Eminem stan, like you'll find a couple things in this album that'll make you happy, but for the most part you're gonna be disappointed. But there's some stuff in there that you'll be able to enjoy. Yeah. But overall, it's not a great album.
I think that there's different types of Eminems that you kind of have to think through.
Right.
So you got like Relapse or Eminem.
Like all the different Taylor Swifts in that video.
Yeah, there's different Eminems. You get, I think this is mostly kind of like more encore recovery Eminem.
Right.
Than like.
I miss Chainsaw Eminem.
Chainsaw Eminem.
And Weird Hat Eminem. The little tiny army hat.
I miss my salsa Eminem.
My salsa. My salsa. My salsa. Yeah.
Where's that? Yeah, I think D12 needs to come.
I feel like just so many shortcomings of Eminem at this point are just like he's not doing his hooks, which he's been doing for a while, which is annoying.
And honestly, the FCC still won't let him be with all this net neutrality shit.
Oh, bar.
No one's made that reference.
Oh,
no,
my
I know
God.
it's all over the shit. It's all over the shit. It's just topical because he's here. He's on the
It's
table
true.
right now.
So yeah, I don't know. Do you guys feel like he should not stop just having people come in and do hooks for everything at this point? Like he needs, give him
no Pink. Fuck out of here.
Get Pink. Get Skylar Grey the fuck away.
Get the fuck out of here.
Skylar Grey. Get Dr. Dre back.
Go make music for
Get
moms.
Dr. Dre back.
Get him out of your basement.
Find out, or just like
Oh my
Eminem.
God.
This is what I'm saying. Eminem needs to fucking find a producer who's good and just make a whole album with them.
Yes.
And that'd be interesting. Like I'd love to stop fucking bringing,
More Slim Shady.
I just want him to be consistent with the
Man.
sound and just let him do rapidy raps.
I'm sick of him. Look at him.
If he doesn't
walking around, grabbing his you know what, flipping a you know who.
Yeah, but he's so cute. Though.
He is cute.
Those are so classic.
Yeah. And there's nothing like that one here.
But the thing is, like, those, I think all the, like, catchy, poppy Eminem songs, like, that we like, I don't think there's anybody on the hook other than Eminem. So, like...
Continue.
Okay, so, yeah, I don't know. I like the... I kind of just wish Eminem would try. It almost seems like he is, but he isn't, and he doesn't want to... He's kind of want to rap.
Yeah.
If he doesn't want to do that, you can make music where you don't have to have hooks, too.
Yeah.
And he's rich. So he doesn't need to. He need to appeal to pop sensibilities. Fuck him, like whatever. At this point.
It's
like
it's tough because I feel like I want more of the real Slim Shady, and if we asked the real Slim Shady to stand up in this album, he'd be planking. It's not even close. It's very different things. Like Foxtrot Alex saying in the chat earlier that Eminem almost sounds like someone trying to be Eminem. And I don't know. We're in a weird era of Eminem. He's gotten older. He's very different. Less bleached hair. What's going on?
I don't know. I just don't know.
I think
Either way, let's rate it.
Yeah.
I
I
say far from but for me because I do see talent and I respect his ability, but it's an I at best.
I say I'll give it a butt for Eminem.
That's fair.
That's like my rating.
2 butts this week, huh?
Yeah, 2 big butts.
2 big old butts.
Big butts. I was like,
That's your
there
duty.
wasn't. He needs to drop the fucking I hate the robot.
Yeah,
Rap.
I hate that flow.
It's an interesting rap style, but you used it for the most. I'm going to the store, and then I bought, and then my big butt, diarrhea, X-Lax, like
X-Lax,
X-Lax,
the Spider-Man,
the Spider-Man, like
fuck that bar, fuck that bar,
the Spider-Man. It's fun because like I listened to it and I was like. Okay, but then when you said it out loud, it's so funny.
So stupid. She want to be my Gwen Stacy, the Spider-Man. Fuck that.
All right.
Well, I think that about concludes this episode of the Mondo Cool Podcast.
Mondo.
Cool. Episode 21 in the motherfucking
21. No one said that?
No one said that. Wow, we blew it. This is episode 21.
Cool.
There it is.
I feel better.
So yeah, this has been another episode. Thank you for tuning in. We're gonna have our year-end awards episode on Monday where we do top 5 different categories.
We're gonna review both the N.E.R.D album
and we're gonna do those reviews.
And then follow up into the top 5. Well, what else?
Maybe the X album if you guys want to, but we don't have to.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
It's 9 minutes.
We can do it. It's quick.
There's a lot to say.
Say 9 minutes?
9 minutes. It's an EP.
Okay.
But there's a lot to discuss. But we don't have to take that long. We'll give it. I think we could do a rule where the review can be as long as the album. Let's leave it at 9 minutes.
Bam. So yeah, that's gonna be about do it. We'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.
Bye.
See ya.
Just kidding. It's time for the